Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada, and I would like to welcome you to Connie's Craft Along. So, technology, perhaps, again. Um, it said go live, and the screen changed, which is usually my signal that things have started. But I have a message at the top of the screen that says preparing live stream. So I'm not sure if I'm live yet. So if you are here, say hello. Let me know that you can see me, that I am live. Just looking down at my tablet here where I go to see comments, and it does say I'm live there. I think I'm live. I don't know when I started, but I think I'm live now. So that's all that really matters, right? Anyway, welcome. Connie's Craft Along, Friday morning, in Eastern time zone anyway, depending where you are, might be a different time. And look, if you have followed me for a little while, this is probably a bit of a familiar look. So, oh, I don't know, month and a half, 2 months ago, somewhat recently, I swapped. I put my video table back there because I didn't like the light from the window. But the light from the window, which isn't always light from the window, depends on the time of day that I'm going live, uh, appears to be less irritating than my overhead lights that were like this big, bright banner above my head. So, I yesterday I switched it all back. The other thing was, um, the lazy me was trying not to have to move my laptop around. I was trying to see if I could get my laptop and my second screen and my keyboard and the whole 9 yards onto this table and have room to do my lives. And I did. I got it all there. The problem was that I need the camera, the laptop, I need it relatively high for my videos. So then that wasn't so bad because then I had the keyboard down low. I got some little shelves worked out and all, that was okay. But then you kind of want it far away because you don't want me like right in your face. I don't think. Anyway, so then my mature eyes said, well, that's a little far away. You can't see that very well. So I was pulling it forward and pushing it back. Not the end of the world. It was working. But the other thing is that I sit on a stool because these tables are a little bit higher than a desk. And the stool just wasn't working for long-term sitting to do a lot of typing and computer work. So here we are. It was a test. I mentioned when I did it that it was a test. I was checking it out. The goal is to keep that area clear enough that I can still do my prep work, my crafting and things over there. We'll see how that goes. Hmm. Don't put it down, put it away, right? So, alrighty, here we go. Let's do some crafting. Hmm, I don't have the sheet with the sizes. It should be somewhere. Where did I put it? Let me see if I can find it. Oh dear. Okay, I'm sorry, I've messed this little bit up. Let's see if we can go to here and get it up. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm not what we want. Uh, Go over here. Sorry, I just need to stand up and do a little bit of typing here. See if we can get it up. Okay, I did send this out in my Sunday email, so if you are on my mailing list, you would have received that. And if you watch my Great Stamping with Connie Facebook page, I did post it on social media yesterday to remind everyone. But let's grab some supplies. Actually, you know what? Before we get to crafting, I have to share this because we're going to use this today. So let's head down here. Here we go. So there's the website, greatstampingwithconnie.com. Go there. join my mailing list. If you are not on my mailing list, you absolutely want to be on there because that's how you hear about these things, along with so many other fantastic things that are going on. Okay, so today I'm going to play with the Cute as a Bug Suite. Oh my goodness. This might be the set that you didn't know you had to have, but you have to have it. It is so stinking cute. Oh, look. Look at those little buggies. They are so sweet. And even this, I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of cute. Oh. But I have seen so many fantastic projects with it, and I have just started playing with it, and it is fun. I have to tell you, it is fun crafting. So this is a stamp set, lots of little bug friends to create little pictures with. Hello friend, love you lots, and spread joy. Some really nice sentiments. I mean, hello friend is great for anything. Spread joy. We haven't had that one before, I don't think. That's an absolute keeper of a sentiment. There are dies that go with the stamp set that I will show you in just a minute, but let's hop over to the Cute as a Bug Designer Series paper. This paper is adorable. So this is one that I have used some of today. And let me see what else we have in here. We have some fun toadstools. And the hmm. Hmm. Oh my goodness, my brain is not on top of things this morning. Uh, Terrific toadstools. Current stamp set. If you don't own this, you can order it. And look, what fabulous coordination is going on there. So if you don't have terrific toadstools, add it to your order when you order this paper because then you will just have it all going on, right? And get ready, check this out. Ooh, this is so cute. Red gingham. And okay, what else do we have in here? We have others. We have some fruit. So if you're not if you want to, take a break from the bugs, there are little bumblebees on here, but that's not what you see. You see the berries and the flowers and the leaves and stuff. Pattern on the back. And then we are back into the fun of the bugs. Look at these. You could just, cut that out. Easy to cut around because they're nice big pieces. You don't have to cut into all the little crevices. And there's a card. Boom, done. Nice little muted pattern on the back. Then we have this piece right here. Let me just grab this. Look at this. Ta-da! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Boom. Super quick and easy. Okay. So some of these are sort of just a background, but you could just layer that up and throw a sentiment on, and there's a cute card. But look, this whole scenes. Aren't they fabulous? This you could add some of your bugs to. You could put some other die cuts on there, and then these other pieces. This is like I love this piece. And then some really nice leaves on the back. Might be hard not to use those, but I'm just loving these. So that is fun. And then we have this piece. So the back is these pretty little flowers. And then the front is all these little bugs. And here is where more of the magic comes in. So we have dies that will cut out a lot of these images. But look, ta-da! So this is a stamp. Okay, you can stamp it, or you can cut it from the paper. And then we have who is this? I had these all sorted out. This, I think, oh yes, here we go. It's the little bumblebee with the watering can, but oh, look, it chops the watering can off. No worries. You can, oops, not that one, but there is one. Here we go. Looks kind of like an oil can. So you can cut the watering can out with a die as well. You can fussy cut all of these, of course, but if you want to die cut, oh, go to town. Here's the little guy. Is that him? Yes. With the books. I think that's him. Look at these guys. This is all in? Yes, okay. So you can get this whole little trail of ants. The flowers, aren't they pretty? And you can just die cut those right out and use those. And then we have one, oh no, this is the little bug with the books. There we go. This guy is the little sitting up bug. Here, this one. There we go. And this is a little row of flowers. I might be getting up kind of high. Let me take a look. Oh, I'll just bring this down a little bit so you can see that. So there's the flowers. There are also a die for the single flower, a die for the mushrooms. Like it's just, and then on top of all of that, even there are other dies that you can use to cut out bits and pieces without any stamping. Okay, so this is everything you could possibly need. Cutting stamped image, cutting DSP, cutting with no stamping or no image. The options are incredible. So this is, you got to put this on your list. This is a must-have because at first I thought, oh, well, it's great if you have kids or grandkids or something, but you know what? It is just fun. And I'm sorry, this time of year especially, who doesn't want some fun to show up in their mailbox? Send somebody one of these cards, and I can guarantee they will have a better day because of it. I mean, let's face it, we all have a better day because we get happy mail. But when it's something as cute as that, there is no going wrong. Okay, back to I wonder if I can share this. I think that I can. So I am going to attempt to put this up onto my screen. I don't know. I don't know whether that, how does this work here? There, that's what we want to do. Okay, so I am hoping, and we'll see how this goes when we get to this point in the video, I suppose. Says participants can see my screen now, so hopefully you can see it. I think it's coming up. Oh goodness, look at all these things we're trying today. We will see how this goes. Okay, so that was me the first time it was there, and then I took it away, and so here's me putting it back. Okay, I'm coming, I'm with you. So here we go. Let me just get this out of the way because then I can see it. Okay, so here's what you need for our crafting. We need a card base, and this is just a standard card base. Just getting a few things out here. Okay, so you're looking at my screen share, so you are not going to see what I'm doing here right now. So let's just go through this quickly. Card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4. These are all imperial measurements. So a piece of cardstock that is 5.25 by 4, and you can emboss that if you wish. You don't have to. It's totally optional. The next 4 pieces could be just some basic white if you want to stamp on it, or they could be designer series paper, or it could be a combination of both. Okay, so you need 2 inches tall by 2.25 wide, another piece that's 2 inches tall by 1.25 wide, 2 3/4 tall by 2.5 wide, and 2 3/4 tall by 1 inch wide. And you're going to need something for your sentiment. And then you're going to need all the basics: stamps, ink, adhesive, embellishments, those sorts of things. Okay, everybody got that? If you do not and you want to go back and get it, it is on my Great Stamping with Connie Facebook page, and I can put that into the comments of this video afterwards. Okay, so crafting. Let's do some crafting. So I actually went ahead, cut out these white pieces, and I stamped them. I stamped them and I colored them because I knew that would be a little bit time consuming. So I didn't want you to have to wait through all of that. But anyway, so here is what we have. Do we want to reverse this? Maybe we want to reverse this, eh? There's no right or wrong for the order that you put these other than, you know, it needs to make a square. Okay. And somewhere okay. So there's what we did. I stamped the images on these and then I colored them with my Stampin' Blends. And now we are ready to assemble. Whoops, I should put it up into the camera area, shouldn't I? Assemble and, okay, so let's just move this up a little bit. All right. So I'm going to use liquid adhesive for these because I may want to shift them around just a little bit when I get them going down onto my cardstock. You want your gaps similar, so they don't have to be similar everywhere, but you want your outside edges similar, your top and bottom, and also probably similar to your top and bottom. And then your inside gaps you want fairly even. And when I say even, don't stress over it. This is card making. It's supposed to be relaxing. So they don't have to be exact. They have to be eyeball good. Okay. So I am just going to drop this down. Whoops, if I don't move the bottom piece, that would probably be helpful. And I didn't push it down. Again, I am just setting it down, and you can see already that I've got a wider gap on one side than the other. So I'm going to come over here and just move that in a little bit. Okay. Come down here, this piece, and hopefully top and bottom, I'll just, so it should come down a little bit as well, shouldn't it? I need to lift this guy. He's not sliding so much anymore. Kind of stuck in the middle there. Don't. So you do generally have a moment to lift this, even with the liquid adhesive, but it's forgiving initially, and then it gets pretty sticky. This needs to come down a bit. Go, and this guy on, and hopefully he's good because this glue is starting to set up. The more glue you put on, the longer you have to wiggle. But if you put too much glue on, we know what happens with this stuff. It just oozes out, doesn't it? Okay, I think we're pretty good there. It is a handmade card, and we are not going to stress about it, right? We discussed that. Okay, once you get it sort of stuck, I'm just going to flip it over, give it a really nice press here. And there we have it. Okay, sentiment. So I did prepare one, but I'm just going to show you what I did. If I can find my stamp that I left on my back table. Okay, so I'm using the Hello Friend stamp from this stamp set. And I have my old olive ink. I'm just going to ink that up. Oops. And stamp it down. This is just a scrap of basic white paper. Doesn't matter where you stamp it because we are going to cut it. So it's I don't need to worry about centering it on anything, or I don't even really need to worry about getting it straight, I guess. Okay, let's close this up for a moment because you know how that goes. Okay, and then I am just going to cut this chunk out. Okay, I'm going to come right across the top, fairly close. Oh, did I I don't think I moved trash bins back. Okay, this is the first time I've done anything over here. Is this oh, those are little bits. Okay, we're gonna just stick that over there for now. I'm going to come down here and down here. And I'm going to cut right across. There we go. So I get my hello. And then I'm just going to cut around this. Right? And for the sake of time, when you are finished, it's going to look like this. Looks a little bit not quite even, doesn't it? Trim that a little bit. There we go. And then what I want to do, I have another piece of old olive. Again, this is a scrap, fairly large scrap, and I am going to put some adhesive on the back of this piece. I'm just going to use this to grab it. And I'm going to put it down with just a little border on those two edges. Look, that little tiny bit of glue, and it was still too much on that tiny little sentiment. Okay, and then I'm going to put some onto this piece. All I need of that for now. I'm just going to grab this. And this one, it doesn't matter as much, but I'm just going to plunk him right down there. Oh, wow. That glue is being super generous this morning and squishing everywhere. Okay, and then what I want to do is come in here and I'm just going to trim up and across. There. And now we have a little frame on that piece. And I'm just going to cut around here again, the way I did the first time. And that'll put a frame onto this. You don't have to do this step. I'm going to cut this off of here. I just thought going down here, if I had an old olive frame on these pieces, that they would pop a little bit more. So that's why I decided to do this way. Could have been up just a smidge, but it's okay. We'll make it work. I know there's the team fussy cutting and team I hate fussy cutting. I really fall more into the camp of I don't like fussy cutting, but I do like the way it looks in the end. So I do fussy cutting. Doesn't mean I love it. It's not my favorite thing, but it is definitely a great look. Almost always. So okay, now because I've got tone on tone here, I would generally pop this up, but I do have a white card base here. Let's just see what we think about it. This is thick, basic white. Card base. We could do it on here. There's a lot of white in the background, although that works, doesn't it? No, you know what? I think I'm gonna stick with the old olive card base. So, tell you what I'm gonna do. I am going to put this on with dimensionals, and that will just give it it pops the texture. Or does that make any kind of sense? No, I think we're okay there. It creates a little shadowing effect, I guess, is really what it does, that I think works when you have tone on tone. Not sure I got the backs off of those, but I did. So tone on tone will give you a little bit of extra texture and layering, but if you pop it up, it will also give you just, a tiny bit of shadowing, which gives you even more depth to your look. See how just a little shadow at the edge. So that's Just another option, another look. And then I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. I think I'm going to need some heart dimensionals for these guys because they are not very large. So always keep some of these cut for small areas. Just go really generous there with those. And then can put these on. I'm a little sticky now because I had to wipe off that excess liquid glue that I messed up. What's with my take your pick tool? Seems to be a little bit not picking this morning. Okay. And then we just need to decide where we want this. Maybe right there. And right there. I think so, eh? Could this be over just a little bit, just to keep it? If I put it over, it actually covers that extra stem because there's 3 flowers on this this stamp, and the paper was narrow, so there was only room for 2. So that just kind of fix that up. Look at that. I think that works. Okay, I'm gonna give it a press. It's down now. Okay, and then some gems to finish this guy off. What shall we use? There are some really cute gems that go with this. I think I'm just gonna go with something bright and blingy. So I have some clear rhinestones here that are just gonna put a little sparkle onto the card. I'm just gonna add one in there. And then we'll come in right here. Here. There we go. Now, would you not just smile if you opened that up? Like from your mail, you get this envelope and you open it up, and that's what's waiting for you. It's just too cute. Hey, now, old Olive, look at that. I didn't I didn't plan for this. I need to fix this. Okay. Where are my stamps? They are in my box here. So I used basic gray to stamp those images. You can use Memento Black. Sometimes I just like something a little lighter, perhaps a little less harsh. Black can be beautiful. The contrast can be wonderful, but sometimes it just looks like a little bit much. Okay, so look, shall we put this little sitting bug inside? And we don't have to do him in gray. We could actually do him in, whoops, should we put the stamp on the block right way up? Maybe we'll just use gray. What the heck? Okay, we're just gonna come in here. Because he's sitting this way, I'm gonna stamp him on this corner. There we go. It's not quite as dark there as he could be, but I think he's okay. You know what? While I'm here, I am going to stamp one more because I have another card. This time, let's maybe stamp with Old Olive, shall we? Just to be different. Clean this off first, though. Come in here and use the same bug. Could use a different bug, I suppose, but this guy's cute sitting there. There we go. Another card in just a moment, so we'll save him for that. Alrighty. So let's just finish off. Oh, that's not even. I wonder if that was odd. Look. a piece of, I guess it would work. This is from some packaging or something. Don't know how that got in there. Do I have more of these? Is this part of that too? I have no idea. I don't know what this is. I wonder if I cut this to put, to do something else with. I don't know what I was doing with this. I have, it's labeled inside pieces. Anyway, let's glue it in. What the heck, eh? I read somewhere, somebody was asking what people do with this, and I do believe somebody said they used it for the insides of their cards. It was not me. I have never done this before, but I should look up what this is. What's that number? Uh, okay. There we go. Hey, oops. Just going to clean off this stamp once more so I don't forget that he's not been cleaned. There's our little inside, and there we go. Card number one. Super cute, don't you think? Yeah, just bugs having fun. Okay. I mentioned in my instructions that um, you could also use designer series paper for these squares if you didn't want to stamp. And so here's a card that I made, and I just cut one piece of designer series paper and then I cut it in the four places. So if you want to do that, I need to just double check because again, I don't have my measurements here. I think this is 3 3/4. Three, no, I'm gonna say it's 3.5. Let me just jot this down. Oh yeah. Uh, and I think this is 4 3/4. Four, yes. Okay, so 4 3/4 by 3.5. So if you cut one piece of designer series paper, 4 3/4 tall by 3.5 wide, then you can cut your four pieces from that. Now, true confession, I did adjust these sizes slightly because I think the first one is 2 2 3/4. No, that one's 2 3/4. Must have been this one. Was it this one? I thought there was one of these. Anyway, they are tweaked just ever so slightly so that I didn't end up, like I sort of tried to cut between these guys. Um, and make him just, I think this might be is this a little wider than one? Yes, so this is wider than one. So on this card, this is a 1 inch strip, but on this card, it is 1 1/8. Just so I didn't chop through the little butterfly's face. Okay, you would never know that I had changed things up, and it's just a card. No one's going to see the other cards, so it totally works. You just need to be a little bit mindful of where you're cutting your designer series paper if that's what you're using. Okay, let's add a sentiment to this guy. And this time I think I'm going to go back and do some birthday sentiments because January is our month of restocking for most of us, our birthday card supply, right? And who would not like this for a birthday card? Like, again, too cute, right? So this is from the Simply Said stamp set, and it's just a strip. Happy birthday, beautiful font, straight up loveliness. What can I say? I love this one. If you want it larger and more stacked, the stamp set does have birthday wishes, but I just love this very crisp font. Thinking of you, thank you. Like, there you go, right there. three essential stamps. But there's also Let's Celebrate, Miss You, and Yay in that. And this is nice too. I use all of these. I use this stamp set a lot. Now, you don't have this stamp set. There's another one that you could check out. I was actually supposed to use it today, wasn't I? And I totally forgot because it's brand spanking new. Sitting with my new stuff. This one, look at this. Fabulous sayings. This is the product of the month for January. So you can get this stamp set. Happy birthday. You're on my mind. Thank you. Sending love. Hello. To a fabulous friend just because. And then there's some sympathy stuff. There are simply no words for this. Like that, like, and hooray, and like, you're on my mind. Just wonderful, wonderful everyday sentiments. Fabulous sayings. This is the January product of the month. And this stamp set is the deal of the day. You can get this stamp set, whole stamp set, 11 stamps for just $5 with any $100 purchase this month while supplies last. Okay? Product of the month. It's a fabulous program. Just loving it. And I'm just trimming the edges off of this while we chat. Yes, so you want to get that because that is just an everyday sentiment set. And who doesn't need everyday sentiments? We all do, right? You use that one all year long. Okay, 2 3/4. So I am going to bring this scrap of old olive back. Oh, it's all right. I am going to cut it at 3 inches, or sorry, 3/4 of an inch, because my basic white strip was 1/2 inch. And then I am going to cut it at 3 inches long. That's what I have. Okay, and then whoop, put that onto there, and we will have a nice sentiment piece. See if I can do this without getting glue oozing out everywhere, shall I? One thin little strip of glue that should not ooze out. I think sometimes it's not so much that there's too much glue, it's the way I press it. If you press everything in one direction, the little bit that was there oozes all out in one direction. So hopefully this is going up and down. Yes, and nothing came out. Alrighty, so then this, we can just pop him up right there. When I put this onto here, this is embossed. I did emboss it with those leaves, but I did still pop that up with dimensionals as well, just because I wanted to. Okay, now I've lost my sheet of dimensionals. Okay, I do still have these part guys, but where did the big sheet go? Oh, over on the other side. So this is fairly long. I'm going to put a dimensional in the middle so that it doesn't sag. Sagged if you don't take the backs off and it's not really stuck down. Just going to come in here with this and put that on there. Okay. Whoop. Oh dear, what have I done? I touched something. Okay. Alrighty. And then this is, I made this for the inside of this card. So let's put him in there. Just gonna come in with my Seal Plus here, quick and easy. Get that stuck down. There we go. And then where'd our bling go? Put some rhinestones on here as well, shall we? I'm just gonna sprinkle these around, I think. We'll even do five. Okay. We will add a couple more. What the heck? Let's just bling it up a bit. There. Lots of shine on him. Okay. So second card. And then I have one more card to share. And for this one, we will use this basic white card base that we folded to check out for the other card. Just going to set these aside for now. I'll bring them back at the end. And this one, I've done the combination. Okay, so here's what we have. Remember that really cute paper? This is the back of the one that we die cut from. Not sure he is the right direction, but I'm gonna see. No, I think he goes this way. I'm gonna do that because yes, okay. And that and that. Okay, there we go. So really and truly, this paper's sideways. I looked at it and the light, I guess, was not terrific. I didn't think it really had an up and a down. I thought it was just flowers kind of all over. I can turn it this way, then this one's the wrong way, but yeah, okay. Well, again, it's a handmade card. See that? You must turn your plain white paper over. Does everybody do that? Was watching another demonstrator on the weekend and she did it. It's like, oh, good. I'm so glad we all do this. It's just sort of habit, right? You lay everything down, you get it set up, and then you want to put your adhesive on the back, so you flip it over. And we don't really think about the fact that we are flipping over a plain piece of cardstock that, of course, doesn't have a front and back at this point. But yeah, it's all good. Okay, now I don't remember where I had these things, but I'm going to put this guy down here, which means this guy goes over here. Smidge. And this guy goes up here. Last piece will go here. Whoop. Okay. Give that a nice press. And isn't this lovely? Except you're probably saying, well, wait a minute. What are you going to do with that? Here's what I'm going to do. Remember those dies that cut out the designer series paper? Woohoo! Look at these little guys. And I cut some flowers for them. Aren't they fun? Like, you got to just do it. I mean, it's so much fun. I actually cut 2 flowers, but I don't think I need 2. We'll see. But we're going to put him on here. Look, like this. Now, do we pop these guys up? Not sure that we do, because there's a lot of little sticky outy bits, which is okay, because I'm not going to put glue on them anyway. Maybe we could. Shall we do it? Let's do it. I need to chop up these little pieces, though. This was the edge of my dimensionals, so great place to get small pieces for small bits. Okay. I think most people know to use all of your dimensionals, you know, all the edges and everything else. I don't think I'm telling anyone anything they don't do, but just in case, the edge of your dimensional sheet is still just dimensionals, so you want to use all those bits for sure. This right in there. I'm going to come over here. Down at the bottom. I think that will probably hold it all down. I'm going to put one on our flowers. There we go. Okay, so let's just take these backs off so we can get these guys sticking down. Whoops. Sticky fingers, right? There we go. I'm gonna put this guy onto there. Look at, oh, I'm just like, I'm loving this already. And then we're gonna put our other little bug friend here, and I've got him just a little bit to this edge, even running over the edge a little bit, but that's okay because we still have card base beyond this. And then the flowers are actually going to run a little bit. Maybe they should be sitting right on the grass. And we're going to put her arm up. Look, like she's going to pick the flower for her friend. Okay. So there is that. I don't think I'm going to use this other one because I don't think I need that. But we do need a sentiment. So let's come in again. Didn't really leave enough room for my happy birthday, did I? I could put it in here. I could put birthday wishes. I wonder if I could. We could cut out happy and birthday from this new one, perhaps. Not sure how big it is. I think it's quite large. Where are we? Happy birthday. Ooh, happy birthday. Ooh. Oh, it's a little bit big. My bug's a little wide. I took up too much space. So let's we could go with thinking of you, but let's go with birthday wishes, shall we? Just a note, thanks. Let's do birthday wishes. Like I said, January is the time where we generally need to restock our birthday card stash. So let's do that. It's my piece of basic white, and I have Blackberry Bliss ink to pick up both the cardstock and our little caterpillar there. I'm going to stamp this kind of right in the middle here because, oh, that's not very dark. Let's try that once again, shall we? I might need to re-ink my Blackberry Bliss ink pad. Hey, that's better, but I think I need to re-ink him. He's a little faded, so I'm going to set him to the side so that I remember to put re-inker on him. Okay, and then I have the labeled with love punch. I'm going to punch that out just like, do I want this over here? So we could, no, we'll just put it in the middle, won't we? Say we could add some bling on one end or some twine or something, but we still can. I think there's room. Okay, and then, oh, that's even perhaps a little large for that, isn't it? I think we're okay. Where'd my card base go? Over here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put this one down flat. Just to be different, right? Because the others we popped up. So we'll put this one flat. Whoops. Wiggle and jiggle right at the end there, just as I'm setting it down. That's not good. There we go. Okay. Now, do we want to, maybe we need a little ink around the edge of that guy because I don't want to make him any bigger. Um, because I want to see the designer series paper going on there. So I'll come in with my sponge dauber and my ink again, my ink that needs re-inking. I think will be okay for this. This is just to give it a little definition on the edge. I was reminded of this by a friend recently. So I label my sponge daubers and then I just use them for that color all the time. So this one's messy, but it does say Blackberry Bliss there. This one is very old, and you might see it's starting to deteriorate just a little bit here. I'm gonna try and where's my paper towel? It's on the other desk as well. Just a moment. Okay. So periodically, and when I say periodically, it's after a lot of use, because you're sort of flicking and stuff. The sponge on this does get a little muddied, so we'll make a new Blackberry Bliss. Look at Blackberry Bliss is just going to get a whole new lease on life. We'll get him a new dauber. We'll get the ink pad re-inked. Going to get all set up for the new year. Okay, I like that. That just gives it a little definition. So come in with some dimensionals here. You can see I got sponge bits. Not SpongeBob, sponge bits going on a little bit. Okay, these work really well, but only if you take the backs off. Again, why is this sliding around so much? I need more coffee or something, I think. Had my coffee, don't know what's up. Okay, there we go. And now we need some bling on here. So let's just keep with our shiny theme. Here's what I'm going to do. This guy, I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to take some of these little ones. I think I'm going to do 5 on here as well, because these are little and lovely. I'm not sure if my head was in the camera there. There, look at that. Do we like that? There. All right. So, too much fun, I have to say. A fun little layout and very versatile. You can layer things up if you want. You can change the sizing little bits. Okay, let's get this out of the way. We'll bring this back down here so you can see that. That's where you go to join my mailing list. Great Stamping with Connie is where you will find all the things. Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and my website. Okay. Oh, why are we crooked? There we go. All right, let me come back in here. I still have that preparing preparing live stream. Still preparing. But I think I was live this whole time. At least I certainly hope so. Not sure what's up with that. Just a message that just doesn't want to go away. Anyway, there are your cards. Cute as a bug. Hello, cute, cute, cute cards. Tons of fun to play with. So versatile with the dies and the designer series paper that you can die cut or just layer however you like. Images that you can color. It's got it all going on. And it's cute. Like, you got to get it. So check it out. If you want to place an order in my online store, I would really appreciate that. If you do it today or tomorrow, you could also qualify for my card class this month. You can get that free. The kit for that, you can get that free with a minimum $45 purchase. And if there's a few more things on your wish list and you get to $100, don't forget that fabulous saying stamp set. Product of the month. Check it out. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I truly appreciate it. And I look forward to crafting with you again really soon. Have a fabulous weekend, everyone. Bye for now.